Why, hello. It's time for another bookshelf audit. Time to find out if it's going to be unhauled or if it's going to get to live another life for some time or something. If you're unfamiliar, basically I have to decide by going through one by one if I'm going to keep it, if I'm going to unhaul it, if I'm going to try it within the next 3 months or the next year. I've decided to give myself 2 different ones. In the last episode, I looked at most of my horror starting into thriller books, and today we're looking at my mystery thriller books. So I have about 2.5 shelves of these to go through. So those are what we're going to focus on today. I am not counting my series of unfortunate events. They're more for looks at this point anyway, as well as my little bitty edition books, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, you know, those things. So these don't count. All right, let us begin. Stone Girl, I don't feel like I need to own this. It's an arc from 2020. Exclusive wealthy group of men. One of them is murdered, and it comes back to these 3 women who are kind of like scarred by a history with them. And it sounds interesting, but I don't think I need to own the arc, and I'm going to write down this title to give it a try on audio, but this is going to be unhauled, and it's not something that needs to be anywhere on my immediate radar or on my shelves. 2 red ones. Okay, 13 Reasons Why. I feel like it's just lost any luster that it would have kept in that time, especially given the fact that the author is like not great and the show was like not great, so I think this can go. I Wish They Were Us. I remember enjoying this. It's like a YA secret society mystery type thing, but honestly, I don't remember much about it, and it's not something I think about, and this is just not, the arc is not something I need to keep either way, so this can go. Corpse Queen. So many arcs here. This is another arc. I was interested in this. It takes place in the 1850s, and it's about like a woman who sells corpses. And it's intriguing, but I don't know how much interest I still have in this, so I'm going to try a chapter for this one. For Restless Things, what a gorgeous cover. Another arc that from 2020. 2020 apparently was just not the year, as we know, for me to get shit done. Oh my god, that's 4 years ago? Maybe I was getting shit done 4 years ago. I certainly haven't been this year. I feel like if I haven't really even thought about it and I'm just holding on to for the cover, there's so many other covers that I feel like I don't need this particular one. I've heard really mediocre things about this, so I'm gonna unhaul this one. The End of the Pair is one that I got at like a yard sale, and it has made it through so many years. I've had this for years and years. Let's unhaul it. I don't need it. It's sat on my shelf for literally years, like probably longer than any other book here, and I think it's time to let this go. Child Finder. Don't really care too much again about a ton of family-based mysteries, and this has really lost its appeal to me. I don't understand the gradient situation happening, and I just don't. I think there's other things that I will far more enjoy these days. Couple Next Door, again, another one that has really lost its appeal. This was really popular, and I wonder how much this is actually like withstood the test of time. Don't know how to feel about this one, so for now we're going to put it in the try pile, try a chapter, and see. Girl A is one that I have been interested in. Siblings growing up in what they call like a house of horrors, and that seems fun. I don't think I'm going to get to it anytime soon, but maybe I'll put it on my like 1 year. We need to get to this within a year maybe. Removed is another one. Oh, this one also sounded so good. Let's try a chapter on this one. Anything that's like kind of family based at this point, I'm kind of just like, but what part of it are we looking at? Are we looking at something that's following like the disappearance of a child and then looking at the family dynamics? Because that, honestly, I don't care about. But if we're like looking at, I don't know, like hunting down the killer, and it's more about the actual action of the thing and less about like the relationships between people, I'm more intrigued by it. Broken Monsters has been on my TBR for literally forever, since before I even moved into this house, and I've been in this house for almost 7 years. I think we need to put this on a 3-month. This needs to be on the 3-month, like, immediate TBR. Need to get it done. Vicious Rumor. I am so sorry to Joshua, who sent me this book in my early days of BookTube to review, and I said, yes, I will read this and review it because it sounds interesting, but I've been on BookTube for almost 10 years. I feel like it hasn't happened in that time as much as I want to. I feel like I just need to give this to someone who actually now think about it and take the time, because the amount of times I put this on my TBR and not read it, and I think I just need to pass this along. I'm sorry, Joshua. Thank you so much. What like, seriously, such a cool looking book, but I think this needs to go to someone who will actually give it the time of day. The Shades. I do not remember getting this book. Is this new? When did I pick this up? It's quite short looking, which I enjoy. Oh, but that font is tiny. Follows this woman who basically shows up and is like, oh, I used to live here and blah, blah, blah. And like, things aren't quite as they seem. And I do like those kinds of things. So I'm going to hold on to this. History of Wild Places, another one that I would love to read. This is more of a newer one. Like, I've held this within the past like year or so. And so I am going to hold on to that one. Very sleeping. I don't know, something about this cover tells me I'm probably not going to enjoy this. Although, let me tell you, after her father's murder 13 years prior, her mother ran away to join a cult, and her twin sister, who was once her confidant, betrayed her in an unimaginable way, and now she's living with a partner that she's completely lied to. So, I am intrigued. I don't think I want to own this, though. I'm going to look up the audio. Another one that I'm going to look up the audio, see if I can find it, give it a try that way. The Serpent King, I absolutely need to read. This needs to go on my immediate TBR. I've heard so many good things. I know this is Julie's, like, one of her all-time favorite books, and I need to read this. Immediate TBR. All the Dangerous Things. This one's about a true crime podcast and a woman looking for her baby, but also, like, she doesn't know if she can trust her own memories, and that sounds interesting. I'm going to hold on to this one for now. The Girl in the Mirror, it is newer. I'll hold on to it. Blacktop Wasteland, definitely one I want to get to. Don't think I'm going to get to it at least within the next few months, but hopefully I can work it into my TBR next year. The Collective, is this a mob one? Oh, this is about dark webs, and it's like this group that comes together, pretend to take out their frustrations on bad things that have happened in their life, and I am interested in that. We'll hold on to that. Anatomy, this is a tri-chapter. I've heard very mixed things about this, and I feel like I could enjoy it. Razorblade Tears, another one with Blacktop Wasteland. These are two that I want to get to. I want to try Cosby's work, so we're holding on to those. Watch Me Disappear. This is an older one. I feel like this is going to be one that I'm going to guess immediately. I'm just not going to have as much fun with it, so I think I'm going to let this one go. The Perfect Nanny. I've heard mixed things. Be self-destructing within 1 year. The Scandalous Sisterhood of Prick Willow Place. I'm going to put this on my immediate TBR. This is a middle grade that I've had, and it sounds really fun. Other than my series of unfortunate events, I do have, we know Lemony Snicket is questionable these days. I have Horseradish. I don't feel like I need to own all of Lemony Snicket's things, and I feel like this can go because it's like just weird little poem type things. Then the other one is like, I might keep this one just because it is connected to, I believe, a series of unfortunate events. I'll hold on to that one though. But drop a low, girl. Drop a low, girl. There we go. I think what I'm realizing is that the majority of mystery thrillers are very much domestic mystery thrillers, which I feel like are just not quite my jam these days. And I much prefer something that's like really dark. I think I just prefer something that's more like horror thriller than anything. I prefer my mysteries these days to be more like silly. Not necessarily cozy, but silly. So it makes it hard when so many of these that I've gotten over the years are domestic. And I feel like I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of these. I have two that I would love to read at some point. These are newer ones for me. An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good and An Elderly Lady Must Not Be Crossed. These are just too cute. They're too cute. And I think I would keep these no matter what because of just how freaking cute they are. And they're like short story collections. And I just think that these look really fun. So maybe I'll try to fit these into my TBR. I feel like Jane Harper is a big one within the mystery thriller community. There's a body discovered on the beach and a missing brother. And I don't know. I feel like this just really isn't something that I'm interested in anymore. So it's gonna go. Once There Were Wolves, I am interested in. This is one that I got within the past few years. Time does not exist to me, I'm gonna be honest. A biologist who goes and like lives with wolves. And that sounds fun as heck. How have I only read like 2 or 3 of the things so far? I'm just hoarding these. I used to really love like small town mystery thrillers. And I feel like I've been hoarding them because I keep thinking I'm going to like them again. But I just haven't really. They've all been very mediocre to me in the past like year and a half. So I feel like that explains why I just keep holding on to so many books that I haven't read in this genre anymore, because they're just not the ones I feel like that I should be after. They're ones that past me would have been after. And that's on that. I don't know, there's a deep thought in there somewhere, but I'm tired. Anyways, okay, this cover does not intrigue me at all, and I am willing to give this a try. I'm gonna put this in a try a chapter. Tell Me Everything is one that I am very interested in, and I do believe is this nonfiction, part memoir, part literary true crime. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna read this. I just feel like I have to be in the right headspace for that. The Neighbor's Secret doesn't sound like something that intrigues me. Oh, but they're targeting the women's book club. They might kill someone. Okay, try a chapter, I guess. So many of these. Breathless. This does not look like it interests me at all. Something about blue thrillers. I don't want them. What is that? Oh, but this sounds really good. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna put it on my TBR to get to this winter because it takes place on top of a mountaintop. And there's someone killing them. Too good to be true. That's kind of ring on the cover. One love story, two marriages, three versions of the truth. No, I don't really care about meddling marriage things, so that can go. Rock, paper, scissors. This looks good. I like this. This is how I want wintry books to look. I want to know it's winter. I don't want blue to tell me it's cold. I think maybe that's the problem. You think you know the person you married? Think again. Yeah, we'll try that one. That one sounds. I'll put that one on my TBR for the winter. This is one I've held on to. The cover does not intrigue me. Something about it is not. I think I would read this one because it's about like three little girls go off to school. One of them is dead on their walk there, I guess. I don't know. And then it's years later and they're kind of like revisiting it. We're gonna hold on to this. Not a happy family. This has one of those covers that tells me that like everyone and their mother has read this one. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Big Little Lies I've read. I loved it when I read it. I don't know if I would love it today. And it's not one I ever really talk about. I feel like this doesn't need to be recommended to anyone. It's a big enough book that I feel like I don't need to really own it. So I think I'm going to let this one go. I'm no longer holding the books like they're trophies because they would fill this room. Like a sister. Are you like a sister? Oh, this one. Okay, yeah, this one does sound good. A black reality star is found dead, and she and her sister thinks that something is up, and they're reporting it falsely. That sounds good. Hold on to that one. The last thing he told me, I see this cover literally everywhere. I don't know. I don't really think that this is one I am that interested in anymore, and I feel like this one is past its prime for me. Things we do in the dark. Oh, ooh la la. She might have killed her celebrity husband. Hell yeah. I like these celebrity. I'm the opposite of Kayla. And then I think I like celebrity books, but only when someone's dead. The House Swap. Isn't this the one with the movie? Does this have the... Oh, my knees. Does this have the movie? We'll try. We'll put in the try chapter. The try chapter? Try a chapter. Tell Me Lies. I love this cover. This could be interesting. It's told from two different points of views, and it seems like neither of them can quite be trusted, but they're now like tied together, and that could be interesting. Maybe I'll hold on. Maybe this could be like a good like February like doomed lovers type thing. What's mine and yours? So this doesn't really look like a thriller. It also doesn't seem much like I don't really have an interest in it at this time. It seems like it reads more as like maybe like fiction, history fiction, historical fiction. Yeah, I knew what I was saying. I feel like this is something that I'm just not going to read. I just need to be honest about it. Down to the last one. Now, only half of this is thriller, and the other half are my classics. I don't know where to really start here. These are The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo books, the original trilogy. I haven't read them. I would love to read them. I don't know when I'm going to read them. I love the US movie. I'm going to be honest. I love the US movie. I just don't know when I'm gonna keep holding on to them. Arsenic and Adobo sounds like the fun thing, the fun mystery that I want to read. This sounds fun. I want to read this. I think they accidentally kill someone or something. This sounds fun. I want to keep that. Jack the Ripper and Escaping from Houdini. I really enjoy this series. Do I only own these two? Probably because they're the only two worth reading, let's be honest. I don't even think these are in order. I'm not even sure at this point. Anyway, these are fun. I really, really enjoy these. I'm going to hold on to those because I love them. But man, do I love a historical fantasy romance type thing. And the fact that they are cutting up dead bodies just really is the cherry on top. Studying Charlotte. I am also very interested in this. So these must be more of like my mystery. So I'm probably going to end up keeping a lot of these. These are probably more like mystery, a lot less thrillery. The Maid, I've heard really good things about. Gonna hold on to that one. Killers of a Certain Age. Also wouldn't mind reading that one soon. That I could tell. God, this is what a so uninteresting cover. I don't think it's small town. One of them goes missing. I've read, been there, done that. Spectacle. One of my very first books, you know, back before there was all the special editions and whatnot. I think it came with just like a signed book plate. Yeah, just a signed little book plate at the time. Oh, how far book boxes have come. I'm going to put this on a try a chapter because it does seem interesting. I think it is also like Jack the Ripper inspired. Yeah. Book of Cold Cases sounds, I've heard really good things. Have I read from this author? I feel like I've read from this author and I really enjoyed it. Maybe? I don't know. We're going to hold on to that one. I would love to put these on my immediate TBR, The Tuesday Murder Club and The Man Who Died Twice. I've heard really good things. I love these covers. I love these. Something about a simple cover like this. I feel like I'm going to really enjoy these. So I'm going to put these on my TBR to read within the next few months. And then Pretty Little Wife. I don't think I care. I don't think I care, unfortunately. I don't even want to read the synopsis. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Oh my good golly. Good goodness, good gosh. I think I got rid of some. This feels successful. I can only think of two other genres that I'm probably going to do this well in. The hard part is going to be fantasy. But this one feels good. This feels good. The ones that are going on my near immediate TBR to read within the next few months, essentially. A whole slew of try a chapter because this is, again, probably one of my more unsure how much I'm actually going to enjoy it. Like, I feel like I know what I enjoy, but you can't always tell. I guess I feel like I'm just contradicting myself left and right in this one. And then these ones are ones that I could be interested in. I might try a chapter on these, but I'm probably going to look up the audiobooks of them, and that's The Stone Girl and Are You Sleeping? What is such a terrible cover? A whole slew! Look how many books I'm unhauling! Oh my gosh! That's a lot. Thank you for coming on this bookshelf audit journey with me. This is only episode 2, and we've only done 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves. So plenty more to do. I'm planning to do with a lot of the chapters and ones that I need to read. I'm going to do like basically a follow-up series. I don't know what to call it yet though. But what I do need to know from you is which genres should I focus on next? I'm thinking contemporary and romance next. I don't have a ton, maybe like 2 shelves. And I would love to get this area done. However, because I have so many fantasy, I would love to know if you want me to sprinkle some fantasy episodes in between different genres. So I could focus specifically on like, I have like mythology fantasy specifically. And then I have some that are like just straight more like sci-fi. But then I have some that are kind of historical fantasy. I have subgenres within the fantasy. So I could sprinkle those in. All right, I feel very successful. I feel like we did a lot of good things here today. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!